baby, you driving me wild, you driving me so crazy. Got me acting out, got me trying to stay sober. Wanted your love and I'm out here.
So let's jump right in. I've already done my eyebrows and now I am going to put on the base for my eyeshadows. This is the Cut Crease Canvas by Revolution. Does it have a shade? It should have Etch. The shade is Etch. So I'm just going to put that onto my lids, and I'm just going to make sure that dries down a bit. And then I'm going to use this Real Techniques brush and just blend that out. So I'm just patting that down, no swirling or wiping, just patting that into my skin and hoping that it dries down as fast as possible. So now that I've got my base on, my eyeshadow base on, I'm going to dip into the Maxi Reloaded palette by Revolution. And I'm going to use this pretty orange shade as my transition color. I'm just going to tap that in. Okay, that's coming out a bit darker than I hoped for and expected, but I'm gonna make it work, don't worry. Making sure there are no creases in my eyelid, tapping that in. And I'll just be packing it on so that the color comes out really intense. Ooh, on camera it's so pretty. So why does it look so dark in person? I think my mirror is broken. Alright, continue to my other eye. Alright, so with that transition color in place and as equal as I could get it on both sides, my camera just went off, but what I was saying is I'm going to dip into this dark purple color as my darkest crease color using this quite dense fluffy brush. I'm trying to gauge where exactly is my crease is going to be cut because I have a set of wooded eyes. So sometimes, yeah, I have to make sure to place my colors right so that when I open my eyes, you'll still see all those lovely colors that I've placed on. Anyway. So now I'm going to dip back into that previous shade and take it up a bit. Just pat it on lightly to bring that orange back. So what I'm doing now is just going back and forth between the two colors, the orange and the purple, packing on extra where I lose some color and just diffusing to ensure that the blend is seamless. How does that look? That looks okay, I guess. Right. So now I'm going to go back into the Revolution palette and I'm going to dip into, where are you? This dark yellow. And I'm going to use it to blow out that transition color. So next I'm going to cut my crease with the Cut Crease Canvas by Revolution in the color Halo, this white one. And I'll explain how I'll do that because I can't talk through this process. I need to focus completely. I'm just going to put it on my hand, carve out my crease, then clean the excess eyeshadow off my eyelid, and then just blend that cut crease base in. So now that this is looking pretty even, I'm going to remove the excess of the eyeshadow base, because as you can see, the eyeshadow underneath it has turned it into this burgundy shade, and I want it to be as white or as light as possible so that you will be able to see the colors on my lid properly. So let's clean that off and continue blending. Alright, so I'm just going to use a Q-tip and this Micellar Water by Garnier. I'm just going to clean the excess off. So I've reapplied my base and it's looking pretty white now, or pretty light. So now it's time to put on the lid colors. I'll go back in with this dark purple shade, and I will put that on my outer V. And I'm not going to put on the colors really horizontally or vertically. I'm going to slant them a bit. Let me switch up my brush because I feel like this one is not giving me the sharp result that I wanted. Let's try that again. And I'll do that to the other eye as well. So I want that color to transition into the orange that I use as my transition color. So I'm going to go back in there and apply that next to the dark purple. So I want this color to go over in yellow, but instead of using the yellow that I used from the Revolution palette, I'm going to dip into my BH Cosmetics Take Me Back to Brazil palette. And I'm going to use this dark yellow color. So just as I did with the previous ones, I'm just going to place it next to the orange and just tap that in. So I'm just going back and forth, building that color so it can really pop. And when I have all the colors in place and as intense as I want them to be, I'm just going to go back and forth, diffuse them a bit more, add some color where I've lost some, etc, etc. So you're just going to be seeing me doing that, and it doesn't really need more explanation. So So at the moment, that's it for the eyes. I'm going to continue doing my face. To prime my face, I will use this Delia Cosmetics Makeup Primer Long Matte. Alright. And then I'm going to use my NYX or NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Foundation in the color Mocha number 20. It's not going to focus, but you can look it up if you want. And I'm just applying this with my blending sponge from Real Techniques. At the moment, that's my absolute favorite blending sponge. I'm just starting out with the large areas on my face, and I will use a brush to catch the smaller areas which I can't reach with this blending sponge. I know it's looking kind of dark right now, but trust the process, my loves. Trust the process. So now that my foundation is on, I'm going to highlight and contour my face using my LA Girl Pro Conceal in Fawn. So I'm just going to apply that underneath my eyes, bridge of my nose, on my forehead and chin to really highlight those areas. Oh, there's something I want to mention. I get asked a lot or told a lot by people I know or people that I run into at work that they would love to do their makeup, but they're not sure, they're not good enough, or they're insecure about it. And I thought like maybe this would be a perfect time to mention it, as it's my first time doing a talk through video. And I just want to say that if you feel like doing makeup or doing your makeup or getting better at it, just start. That's it. Just start. You know, it's just makeup. It's not like you're tattooing it on, so it's not permanent. It washes off. So it doesn't mean that if you make a mistake that it's permanent and that you should give up. I didn't wear any makeup before. I think until I was 22 or 3. I didn't wear makeup before that. Well, I did have a short stint wearing makeup. I used to wear my sister's makeup in high school. Oh my goodness. I have to see if I have a picture lying around from that period. My mom has one though. And it was horrible because my sister and we don't have the same shade. She has a lighter complexion than I do, so I would wear her makeup. It was black Opal back in the days because we couldn't find many different brands of makeup for our skin tones back in the days in the Netherlands where I grew up. So black Opal it was, totally different shade than I should wear. And I would wear that. I would wait until she would be at school. And then I would use the foundation, caked it on. It looked horrible. It was super, super ugly. Anyway, so that was my short stint with makeup, and then I stopped. And I didn't really wear anything until I turned like 22, 23. And then I started back wearing makeup and exploring makeup. And it was really nice. I enjoyed it and it was soothing. And most of all, I went through a burnout, a period in which I had a depression. And during that time frame, it was so therapeutic and soothing to do my makeup that I actually really fell in love with it. I did a short course in makeup after that because I really love doing my makeup. And at a certain time, that was a couple of years later, I had someone who was really close to me, but I think she was in a very bad place, very bad headspace, and she would constantly, try and put me down about my makeup. She even had the nerve to bring me some BB cream, like, you don't need all this makeup here, some BB cream. It's really too much what you're putting on your face and everything. And at that period, I used to wear full face daily to work because I'm still working in the beauty industry. That's my full-time job. And she would really, she would really try to cut into me with those remarks like, no. And at a certain point, and it was really weird because normally people would really compliment me a lot, even strangers. And at a certain point, she even said like, no, after seeing a picture of me on an event, no, it really looks bad. You look like a retard. That was so rude, and I understand because I don't talk to that person anymore. But at that time, I think, she was really not doing well. I think she was projecting a lot of her insecurities on me. And through all of that, because we were quite close, so that would be like almost daily that we would speak, or she would speak on things like that. And at a certain point, I just told her like, I'm going to do my makeup, and if anyone who doesn't like it, they can just look the other way. So I continued because it was something that helped me get through my depression and everything. So what I'm trying to say, because I'm rambling and I'm trailing off, what I'm trying to say with that is like, even if you feel like it doesn't look great today, try again tomorrow. Wash it off. Try it on that. Try it again that same day, and you'll always have people who have something to say about things that you're trying to do. Just ignore that. It's therapeutic. It's fun. Makeup is really lovely. You can transform your entire face with it. So just keep doing your makeup and you don't look like a retard. That's so super rude. I would have been mortified to say or to even think that about someone. Anyway, wherever she is at the moment, I still love her very much and I hope she's doing much better. But yeah, I didn't let that pull me down or made me to stop doing makeup, because who doesn't love makeup? I mean, hello. Anyway, I'm done highlighting my face and I'm just straightening up this line. Alright, so highlight is done and I'm going to contour my face using the Revolution matte base in the color F18. So I'm just going to apply that from the top of my ear. I'm not going all the way up to here. I just stop like at the edge, the outer edge of my eye, because if you continue too much, it might give you, well, depending on the shape of your face, of course, it might give you like a bearded or mustache look. And unless that's the look you're going for, I would suggest you won't. Alright, much better. Next step, I'm going to bake. And to bake, I'm not going to leave it on too long, just a bit. And to do that, I'm going to use the Kohl Professional Makeup powder in the color SP1Y45S. That's a long color name. Anyway, I'm going to add that underneath my eyes and on the bridge of my nose and underneath my mouth. I'm not going to bake my forehead though. And I really want to get into that crease, into all creases. If you don't do that, you'll end up with creases on your face and you don't want that. I'm also going to bake underneath apply this powder underneath my contour, just to snatch that jawline a bit. Okay, now I'm going to use this big powder brush to just wipe it all off. Or not all, just the excess. See if I missed a spot. And now I'm going in to warm my face up a bit more with the Black Opal True Color powder in color 500 dark. I'm also going to go a bit on the edges of where I highlighted, just to blend that in properly. Okay, wow, so much has happened since my last recording stopped. My cart was full, then my battery died, and then I had to run some errands, so I went out looking like this. to see where I left off. So let's see. We move, no problem. Next, I'm going to go in my waterline. And I'm going to use a white pencil, which I'm looking for frantically at the moment. Oh, focus. All right, let me look for that white pencil. Found it. So this is the retractable waterproof eyeliner and lip liner by KleanColor, a drugstore brand, but I just love this color. I just love this pencil because it is so creamy and it goes on really well. So I'm just going to put that in my waterline. Blink, 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 because it makes my eyes water tremendously. See the difference that makes? I love a white waterline. Next, I'm going to apply my highlighter, and this palette is again from Revolution, and this is how it looks. Hella dirty. And I'm going to use this warm golden bronze color just to really make it have that fall look. We're doing a fall look after all. Now I have to make that typical face like, ooh. Highlight my cheekbones, tip of my nose, bridge of my nose, little dab on my chin, not too much. There we go. I'm not sure if I want to do a wing liner. Let's see. So next I'm going to apply my lashes and add some lip gloss and lip liner too, some mascara. Then I'm going to glam it up and show you the final result. So stay tuned. Alright sweethearts, I'm back with the final result. This is the outcome of the look. I really like how these colors go together. So I hope you liked it, and I hope you learned a little bit from this tutorial. If you want to see more videos like this, please like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you liked about it or what you would like to see. And then I hope I will see you in my next video. Love you all. Bye bye.